Ansu Fati's resurgence in Monaco reads like the sort of sporting plot twist that pundits live for. Once a stunned wunderkind waiting for a place in Hansi Flick's Barcelona plans, he's exploded into life on French soil with a scoring burst that has clubs across Europe asking whether they missed the memo. In a handful of games, he's not merely scored, he's annihilated expectation, producing goals at a rate so furious that records which stood since the late 1940s were flattened beneath his boots. That furious output has transformed him from a loan signing into a headline commodity, repainting his price tag and forcing Barcelona and Monaco into a chess match that could end with English clubs benefiting. Newcastle United, Crystal Palace and Everton are already named among the interested sides, and for good reason. Fati brings a blend of explosive pace, creative unpredictability and a finishing touch that elite Premier League forwards crave. He is the kind of wide forward who opens spaces simply by existing on the shoulder of a centre-back. But he can also drift inside, pick out an angled shot and bear down on goal with an instinctive calm that belies his years. That combination, instability for the opposition and reliability in front of goal, is rare, which explains why clubs with aspirations for rapid improvement see him as a short-term fixer and a long-term asset. From a sporting director's perspective, there are clear scenario paths. Newcastle might view him as the missing explosive outlet to complement a rigid counter-attacking unit. Crystal Palace could see him slotting into a creative template that has produced surprise results in recent seasons. Everton, with a need to sharpen their finishing, might be tempted by a low-risk, high-upside gamble. Financially, the calculus is equally sharp. Reports suggest Monaco's arrangement includes a relatively modest buy option, while Barcelona retains strong control via contractual clauses and potential buyback triggers. That structure means the immediate price to secure Fati might not reflect his market value if the season wears on and his form persists. The human element matters too. Fati's story is not just a ledger entry, it's a reminder of how careers can be rerouted. He came through La Masia as one of Europe's brightest teenagers, suffered a string of injuries and then found himself off the immediate radar at Camp Nou. Now, in a few electric performances, he has reminded the game of what first made him a phenomenon. Quick feet, a striker's eye and a calmness to finish chances. For Barcelona, this creates a pleasing dilemma. Reintegrate a now proven talent into a squad hungry for dynamic attackers, or capitalise on a seller's market and realise a fee that could be reinvested. For Monaco, the decision is straightforward in theory. Sign where you can and build. But in practice, the club may also be tempted to cash in if offers exceed expectations, or hold him to chase silverware. Where this saga becomes most interesting is in the intersection between timing and risk appetite. Clubs that act fast may secure a bargain. Clubs that wait risk a messy auction. Fans should expect intense transfer whispering, strategic posturing from agents and negotiations that could pivot on relatively small clauses in contracts. Ultimately, this is about more than one man's form. It's a snapshot of modern football economics. Loan markets creating platforms for rediscovery. Clubs hedging bets with options and elite teams watching closely for value. For now, the spotlight is on Monaco's new talisman and the Premier League watchers with checkbooks at the ready. The next chapter will be written in offers, clauses and perhaps, if Fati keeps scoring, in headlines that nobody saw coming.